Hello everyone. Most people believe they are free. They plan projects, run companies, write code, and think they control their lives. But let's run a simple experiment. Take lunch away from a modern person. Shift their usual meal by just 3 or 4 hours. What happens? Their concentration drops sharply. Irritation appears. Hands begin to tremble. Obsessive thoughts about food take over. All your intellectual power and willpower surrender to a slice of pizza. That's not freedom. That's a tight hormonal leash. You are a hostage to your own stomach. In the NOXUS system, we view the body as a biological mechanism that should obey consciousness, not the other way around. Today we continue the Shatkarm series with the deepest level of internal hygiene, conscious fasting. And let me warn you right away, we will not talk about diets or counting calories. We will talk about psychological desensitization to stress, cellular autophagy, and absolute metabolic autonomy. To defeat an enemy, you first need to understand it. So let's begin with theory. What is hunger? Most people think the feeling of emptiness in the stomach and a drop in energy means the body is starving and urgently needs fuel. That's a lie. Right now, your body stores tens of thousands of kilocalories in the form of body fat, enough to keep you running for a week. So why do you suffer after skipping breakfast? Because of a hormone called ghrelin. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine. If you're used to eating at 1 p.m., then at 12:30, your stomach begins releasing ghrelin. This hormone hits the hypothalamus and triggers a siren. Find calories. But this is not real hunger. It's just a biological alarm clock reminding you of a habit. The essence of the NOXUS psychological training is to break the connection between ghrelin release and your reaction. When a wave of hunger arrives, you don't run to the refrigerator. You observe it. You recognize it. This is just a chemical signal. My system is stable. Request denied. Within 20-30 minutes, ghrelin levels fall, and the hunger disappears on its own. You've just rewritten a basic instinct. You showed the brain who is in charge. Now let's look at the hardware. What happens to your body when you shut off external fuel supply for 8, 16, or 24 hours? Imagine a factory where raw materials are delivered continuously, 24/7. The workers barely have time to process them. They have no time to clean the workshop, repair the machines, or take out the trash. That's exactly how your body works when you eat 3 to 5 times a day. It is constantly busy digesting. But the moment you stop the conveyor belt, insulin levels drop to a baseline minimum. The body realizes that external resources are gone. And then a process begins, the one for which Yoshinori Ohsumi received the Nobel Prize in 2016. This process is called autophagy, from Greek, self-eating. Cells begin a massive internal inventory. They locate damaged proteins, old mitochondria, intracellular debris, and viral remnants, and burn all of it inside specialized organelles called lysosomes. The result becomes energy and building material for new, healthy structures. Fasting is the most powerful evolutionary mechanism for cellular renewal and DNA repair. You cannot buy autophagy in a pharmacy. You can only create the conditions for it to start by simply stopping chewing. There's also a myth that the brain slows down without food because it lacks glucose. This is a fundamental mistake. Think about evolutionary biology. If a primitive hunter became sluggish and stupid after 1 day without food, humanity would have gone extinct. In reality, hunger is a trigger for maximum cognitive performance. When glycogen stores in the liver are depleted, the body switches to an alternative fuel. It begins breaking down fat into molecules called ketone bodies, especially beta-hydroxybutyrate. Ketones easily cross the blood-brain barrier and enter the brain. For your neurons, ketones are like high-octane aviation fuel instead of cheap gasoline. They burn cleanly, without causing sugar spikes or sleepiness. At the same time, levels of norepinephrine and orexin increase. Your brain switches into predator mode. Vision becomes sharper. Thoughts become crystal clear. Your ability to focus multiplies. Instead of spending energy digesting a steak, you direct 100% of your power towards solving intellectual problems. I'm not advocating extreme week-long dry fasts. I use short surgical interventions. This concept is known as hormesis. When controlled, measured stress makes a biological system stronger. Level 1. Tactical window, 16:8. This is your base operating mode. You consume all your food within an 8-hour window, for example from 12 so to 20 jo. The remaining 16 hours you drink only water, coffee, or tea. No sugar, no milk. Even 10 calories can interrupt autophagy. This is the perfect daily mode to maintain the cleanliness of your biological hardware. Level 2. 24-hour system reset. This practice is best for weekends or for moments when you need a strong psychological reset. From dinner to dinner the next day. This is where you will meet your real self. Somewhere between 16 and 20 hours, your brain will begin generating panic. It will produce brilliant excuses explaining why you must eat immediately. Your task is simple. Watch the circus from the outside. Allow it to happen, but do not react. Drink warm water with a pinch of sea salt to maintain electrolytes and continue working. You will feel the wave of panic break against your will. The critical rule: how to exit a fast breaking. A fast must be gradual. Your first meal after a 24-hour fast should contain easily digestible protein and healthy fats. For example, 2 boiled eggs, some avocado, or a light broth. No fast carbohydrates. No heavy or sugary food. Don't trigger an insulin roller coaster. Modern consumer culture has turned us into perfect clients, people who panic without snacks and constantly need stimulants. Fasting is an act of rebellion. It is a declaration to your body and to the world. I am not dependent on external circumstances. My system is autonomous. My energy reserves are vast. I decide when I eat, when I sleep, and when I work. This is NOXUS. Here you decide whether to control your biology or let it control you. All this time, we have been cleansing the body from the inside. In the final video of this series, we will clean something else: the environment and habits that we run into every day, like stepping on the same rake again and again. We will clear the surrounding space and build an environment that supports you, a foundation for a stronger, better version of yourself.